Hello, my name is Arden Kirkland, and this screencast is a little introduction to a project I did in the spring of 2009. I work with the Vassar College Costume Collection, a collection of historic costume, and I wanted to experiment with different tools, different kinds of resources that I could use to look at a digital version of this collection. So what I did was to take a small subset of the collection, just 8 objects, and those 8 objects have a total of 43 images that go along with them, and 1 QTBR that we were able to use in some of the tools. So this screencast is just going to give you a little introduction to each of the different forms that I experimented with, and then other screencasts will follow to go into more detail about each one. The page you're looking at right here is a Wiki page in a site that we created for a workshop about digital objects in the classroom. And so you'll see this is, again, kind of an overview of the different projects. What I'm going to show you right now is going to go in a little bit different order, though. First, we're going to look right here. There's an Excel spreadsheet. The reason I'm starting with this is actually the form that I first used as a kind of simple database of the collection about 7 or so years ago, when we first started to take the collection beyond just a paper system for collection management and into a database to keep track of the objects. So this is a very simple form with very basic data about each of the objects. The next form that I moved into over time was into FileMaker. And here is a more evolved version than what I started with 7 or so years ago. But this has been my main back-end tool. This is a layout that is often used by students. This just shows a very basic, a very simple thumbnail of each object and some basic data. And then you can go off into other views to see more images and more data about each object. But then this FileMaker database is what I then worked with and exported data out of, actually back into a spreadsheet format, to then take it into all the other tools. I'll also show you a related tool that's also in, starting from a FileMaker base, is called VCAT. And so here's a window showing a data about the work. And then here's another window that shows data about the related image. So that's a quick introduction to VCAT. Now we'll close these and come back to our Wiki page. So now, once I had my data in FileMaker, exported it into a spreadsheet, and then in some cases I was able to import it. In other cases, I had to manually enter the data. But again, we'll go over that in the screencast about each specific tool. But here's a quick introduction. We worked with a tool called Omeka, one called Collective Access, and another called Greenstone. Here's the intro page to the Greenstone collection. Back to our Wiki page. Let's see if there's anything I missed. Yes, there is. Luna Insight. Here's a window of the Luna Insight import that we did. This is a tool that's used on the Vassar campus, especially by the art history department. We did also do an import into Content DM. I can't show you that. Vassar isn't fully supporting Content DM anymore, and I'm having a little trouble getting it on my computer today, but we did experiment with that. I think the rest we have indeed looked at. Alright, so that's the end of this introduction. I hope you will tune in for more screencasts about each of the specific tools. Thanks!